Hey guys, this is Landon today, and I am just back from teaching in Orlando at Senior Photographers International (SPI). And during the class, we created this composite. It was very quick. We did at the end of the class, but I had a lot of people come up to me afterwards and ask questions about a trick that I had when I was doing the masking. So I thought I would get back, make a video, share it with y'all, so you could play or replay until you understood it. It's one of these things that you can overthink it and make it harder than it is. So I'm just going to walk you through real quick what we did to create this, then do the masking and show how to create that depth without all this overlapping. We're not going to go through extractions. As you can see over here looking at my layers, everything is already extracted. We've got this texture in the background from live camera actions, and then we've just got these images that Rubuku extracted for me. So going through this, what we're going to do is look at the images in the back, and you can see as we zoom in here that the one at the back with his number 14 in the jersey goes over his face and over this face, and then this version of him, the close-up in the background, comes through his shoulder here. Because these are lowered opacities and maybe even the blending modes changed is why those are showing through, and obviously we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the layer that we want to remove, or select the layer that we want it removed from. So we're going to start with this guy right here in the front, where he's looking at us, and the number 14 guy is going through the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to come and select on this layer, and on a Mac, if you hit Command click, it selects all that for you. You can also right click and choose select pixels, and that works on a Mac or a PC. Then what we're going to do is select this background layer here with the number 14 in the back, and simply hit your create a layer mask button here in the bottom. That is the wrong layer mask, but it's real easy because all we're going to do is hit Command I, Control I, and do the inverse of that. And as you can see now, those lines that were going through his face from that background layer of 14 are now gone. Let's blink those on and off just so you can see the difference. So there it is with it there. Enable it again and it's gone. So we're already starting to build that depth now without having all these layers just jumbled over the top of each other. Next, we're going to do the exact same thing for this layer here in the background. So again, I'm going to come and select the layer that I want it removed from, which is this one. Command click selects it. And I'm going to come back to number 14 layer again. The trick though, instead of just being able to hit the layer mask icon button here in the bottom, because we already have a layer mask, and this trick won't work on adding multiple layer masks, which you can do, but this trick won't work with that. We're just going to select our brush tool and paint on black, and that's going to remove it from that. Something sort of like so. Now we're going to do one more time of doing removing the background layers, because the big guy here in the background is now showing through his shoulder. You can see his jersey name coming through, especially where it comes with the top of his jersey here in the top into his shoulder. We're going to remove that using the same techniques that we've been doing. So I'm going to select this layer that we want it removed from. Command click selects that. Come to the layer that we want to remove and simply hit that layer icon button and hit Command I, and that will remove it from that background. So as you can see now, we have taken off these layers to where they're not showing through all the background photos, and we didn't have to go through and select and carefully paint or anything, because we already had the extractions done. Now this technique only works if you are working on extractions, not if you're working on just raw images with maybe a gray background, or even harder, a background that's got an image that's busy maybe taken outside. So let's turn these back on so you can see one more time what we're doing. And we have built that depth in the photo without having to go through and painstakingly mask and remove the other layers in the background. So as always, I'm an open book, like I said at the conference, and if you've watched my videos before, feel free to email me at Landon, Landon, at daydreamphotography.net. Swing by our website, which is daydreamphotography.net, or find me on Facebook at Daydream Photography Mansfield, and I would love to answer any questions you may have. Have a great day.